This is a 400C. That's an Egan straight shot. This feels really good. 500i that Aaron has ported. Welcome to the Okie Woodsman channel. My name is Joe and I have a fantastic video for you because I got to come over here with Aaron Lynch. And if you don't know who Aaron Lynch is, he builds saws and well, I can just tell you this. How many saws did you have sitting there to port right now?
I got 10 right now.
He's got 10 saws from people that have either shipped it, hand delivered. You picked up some at Bunyan?
Yeah. Bunyan.
And 2 just arrived via UPS right now. And so I'm excited. I get to run a couple of his ported saws, but he also has some saws that I've never run before. And so I'm just seriously looking forward to this, and I appreciate you for having me over.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Yeah.
We missed each other at Bunyan, but this is a lot better anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. So him and I, you know, when I was at Bunyan, my brain was just totally scattered. There was so much to do, so much to see, people to try to meet. And what happened is a bunch of people I've been finding afterwards were there that I wanted to meet, and I just missed them.
Yeah.
While I'm over here, what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to run groups of saws. So this is all going to be steel. So I'm going to run each of these. There's another 500i as well. And this saw here is ported. This saw is ported, and these saws have muffler mods and intakes done to them. Otherwise, they're completely stock. If you want to see the other saws that we're going to be running, that includes some Yonzereds, that includes Echo, Dolmar. I'll run those on a separate video, but we're going to get started with these right here because I have never run, that I'm aware of, a 462 or a 261, and I forgot, there's a 400 also. That's a lot of saws. Yeah. Andy has a 400C that is stock with a hexa chain, muffler mod, and intake as well. Is that John Bob again? I can't wait, so let's get started. This is going to be a lot of fun, everybody. It's always fun to run some saws, but I'm also going to give my opinion about what I think of each of them at the end. And some of these, like I said, I've never run before. And I've also never run a ported 500i. Do these have switches that automatically go back on? Yeah. This is nice. This is really nice, Aaron. I think I get it. This saw is smoother than I anticipated. It's very light, and I think that the power characteristics are really good on it with this modified muffler. What a great running saw. Nice. That's actually really fun to run.
The ported ones get really snotty.
I bet. So that's the first time I've ever picked up a 261 and run it. And while that's not completely stock, I think that just with a simple muffler mod, I think it runs great.
They do. The saw's not even broke in yet either. It's 2 or 3 tanks to it maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you a big advocate? Do you think that all saws kind of break in equally, or do some break in easier than others or sooner than others?
I think it depends on the ring, what the rings are made out of.
Okay.
Some seem harder than others, and then they take more time.
Gotcha. Well, I've always wondered about that. You guys catch me out of breath. I'm not working hard, but I get so excited doing this stuff, filming, and my mind is going 1,000 miles an hour. And anyway, we're going to get started on the next saw, and I think I'm going to go in order of size. So that would be the 400C. Out of breath. Here we go. To be honest, I found that was very smooth. That was actually the very first thing I noticed. It wasn't that it was super powerful necessarily. I think the power band felt good, but I noticed how smooth it was immediately.
I'm a steel guy. The Husky 550 XP will beat it, but I like how these feel more.
Yeah,
To me, they just feel more comfortable.
it feels small, it feels light, and so I think that's a great, no wonder people love them so much. This is a 400C with a full wrap. Little accessories, so it gets a little bit heavier. That's an Egan straight shot, so it has this deflector here to keep the heat off of here. So that's kind of a nice thing. Hi. Well, Aaron, so that saw is just an intake and just a muffler, right?
Yep, that's it.
That's a fantastic running stock saw, and the weight feels great. And I can't imagine with a half wrap on it. And
Oh, they lose a lot of weight with the half
yeah,
wrap 'cause they're plastic.
that's awesome. Oh yeah, they are plastic, aren't they? That's a good runner. That's very minimal run time for me, but it feels good. It feels like that's a saw I would like to run. And honestly, with it like being like that, the 562 is less enticing to me, because that saw, you could tell it had a lot more low end to it.
More grunt.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That saw felt like it had some pull, and this is not even a ported one.
But it's good and broke in.
Okay. And Aaron Lynch does build a very nice 400C. It's a darn shame there's not a ported one here to run.
I know it. Sometimes there's ones just sitting here for other people's to run.
So
I ain't got nobody's to run right now. Mine.
yeah, well, anyway, that was a lot of fun to run that, so I appreciate that. The next saw is going to be a 462, and that saw, same story. We got a muffler mod and an intake, and I'm really looking forward to that one because so many people say I should have bought that instead of the 500i. Not for you?
No.
No?
I won't tell you that.
Okay, okay. Well, a lot of people in that comment section like
They're
them.
good saws, but I ain't gonna tell you that.
Well, what I like is how these saws are running with the M-tronic versus the 500i. Like the 500i's got that burble right now for me pretty bad. So I'm really curious to see how that auto-tune or M-tronic sounds on this 462.
You will like that saw better than the 462.
Really? Yeah. You think I'll like the 400 better?
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. All right.
Absolutely.
Let's see. So one of the first things I noticed with this saw over the 400 is that this saw feels rougher at idle, and revving it, it feels like it just vibrates a lot more.
That has a suspension kit in it too.
Okay, so this does have stiffer suspension in it, so that's why that's adding to that a little bit. But I like the weight on this. And this is a 24-inch, 25-inch steel light bar. This feels really good.
They're nice balanced saws.
It is. I have a lot of opinions about that saw, just with those few cuts. I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna ask Aaron to weigh in on this. So in my opinion, if the heavier mounts make my 500i feel like that, I don't want it.
Yeah, you'll find out here in a little bit.
Okay, okay, well that's gonna be good to know. So that saw, that's rougher than my 460 by a lot, I'd say.
It stiffens them up.
Yes, yeah. I think I can remember what my 500i feels like. Pretty smooth, and that saw feels good. I don't know if it feels like it's that much better than a 400C, honestly.
No, I don't think so.
You know, I'm sure that in a cookie cut test, you could probably see a little bit of difference in the right size wood, but honestly, I probably would pick up the 400C instead of that. So, but it could have something to do with the smoothness of it. the 400C felt as smooth as any Husky, from what I can tell, not being able to run one side by side. It feels smooth. Next one is a STIHL 500i that Aaron has ported, and Wes Mitchell really enjoys these saws, and many of you have said I need him to port a saw for me with my 500i. So let's see here. Is this the one with the broken chain brake?
No, that one's good. That's a new saw.
I know that when I dogged in, my 500i would have stopped. My stock one. That feels significantly better than a stock 500i. It's just got way more low end.
Way more.
Yeah, like, you know, this is not real big wood, but Aaron and I were talking off camera earlier, and it's pretty easy to stop most saws. And my 500i, as many of you probably have seen, I stop it pretty easily. Now, that was different case scenario, different wood, but this saw has more low end. Yeah, and this saw just runs clean and crisp. The 462 was crisp as well, but this is different.
Yeah, the 661 was really purple real bad.
Okay.
Under stock.
Okay.
You can eliminate that.
Okay. I gotta breathe, man.
It's exciting. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I get to run on other people's stuff. I have a good time.
So
It's great.
that's the first 500i, Aaron, that I've ever ran that's ported. And so, you know, I've run mine. I have the most time on my stock one.
Right.
And right now it's 100% stock. And then I've run a muffler modded one. and that just has unbelievable throttle response.
Yeah, you wouldn't think the throttle response will get better on them, but they do.
Yes, very good deal. No wonder Wes Mitchell really, really likes these.
I've done a bunch of them.
Do you know approximately how many 500Is you've done?
I've owned myself probably 10 or 12 of them.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I've just bought them and maybe, fix a thing here or there and sell them.
Gotcha.
People, they don't last either. People
buy them up, gobble them up, huh?
They don't last.
You might reach out to him if you want to get a saw ported that you have. Reach out to him in his email. Is that the way you like it most?
Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel.
Cool.
Instagram, all that stuff.
Okay. I will share his username or YouTube handle down in the description, and you probably know who he is, but if you don't, make sure you check him out. We're going to check out another saw. It does have a different chain. That last one was square ground, but this one is round filed. So now we're moving on to this one. It's another ported machine. It just looks a little bit more wild, but it ought to be fairly comparable. So that one didn't feel quite as strong to me, but it could have been chain difference. Do they have the same dogs on them?
No, that one's got factory, like your saw.
Does it? Oh, I wonder if there's a geometry difference too.
There could be. I really like the 3 points. That
Okay.
had the bigger set already on it, and I just left them on it.
Okay, because I wasn't leaning on them hard. So this one has a different style dog. I'm curious to see if I can tell a difference. I like how these dogs engage versus those. I think my stock dogs need to come off. Huh.
That very well could be the problem.
Yeah. I may have learned something pretty valuable. I've heard that the geometry of the dog design matters a lot. And I noticed on my saw, as soon as I touch the dog to the wood, the saw stops.
Yeah.
So this right here, with it being ported, I can tell it's got more power. I can tell it's got a lot more power, but with the stock steel dogs, I think that I just don't know if I like the design versus those. I think it's better for me to go shorter or maybe a different style.
Yeah, I would go with the West Coast Shorties or the Egan's.
I didn't know there was West Coast Shorties.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they finally made us an East Coast dog.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
At the beginning of this video, I stated I had never run a 261 or a 400C. Out of the stock saws, I think that this 400C is the one that surprised me the most. For the weight, for the price, just the specifications and what you can do with them, I think this is a hard saw to beat. And the thing is that they're replacing them. And so they're still available for quite some time, I think. I think STIHL's probably got quite a few of them in stock. But this is an impressive saw. Now I do want to mention too, my stock 500i, so there's a couple things I noticed. The 500i that's ported has way more power. Absolutely way more power than mine, way more responsive, but I'm pretty positive I do not want to mess with the stiffer mounts on it, because one of the things that I enjoy about saws is how they feel, how smooth they are. And I just, that tactile experience is really important to me, because I run Huskies and they're generally really smooth. So I personally prefer, and I'm not gonna be running 32-inch bars regularly, probably 28-inch light bars and down. I think that I'm gonna leave my stock mounts alone on that 500i. And definitely, if you're thinking about getting one ported, I think that you are at that point where you wouldn't want to mess with a 661 anymore. The saw is so light and it has so much power. It just feels fantastic.
I mean, everybody always wants to compare these to the 592s. They
Yeah.
never want to compare the 661 to the 592s.
Yeah.
These things just make power. I mean, they just do.
Sure. I've never run a 592 yet. Oh, actually, no. And at Bunyan, I did run a 592 in the wood. Yeah. And did you watch me cut?
I seen you. Yeah.
Okay.
I seen you on video.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's right. And so I got to run that, and that was impressive. And whatever wood that was, I don't know if that was poplar or what.
I think they had poplar logs.
Yeah, but it was extremely smooth. You know, you kind of can't beat the 592 for price and as a stock saw. It was really impressive. But as soon as you think about running it around, carrying it around, no wonder there's so many professionals that have a ported 500i.
Yeah, the 592 is a boat anchor compared to carrying one of these.
Yeah. If you're interested in a ported 500i, Aaron Lynch is the man. But honestly, ported, really almost anything. What do you think that you specialize in most? What's the saws that you think that you're like the best at porting?
Best? Yeah. 500s is one of them. 372 original editions. The 400s are turning out really good now. The original 400s like this one. 346, 357s, 359s.
Okay.
You know.
So if you have those older saws laying around, but the beauty is you can purchase brand new saws, and you could get those done right off the bat. You know, like the current model 400C and 500i. You could get those done up, and I think you'd have a fantastic work saw. And you don't generally build race saws, right? You just build work saws only?
Work saws.
Okay.
Everyday use stuff.
Okay.
All day long.
Okay. So that's important to know as well. We're cutting cookies right now, but it's because we can't go in full timber and cut tons of rounds. This would have been a lot of firewood rounds, wouldn't it have been?
Oh, yeah.
I just cut up a lot of his pile and discs. So, and we still got some more saws.
Shine over to the pile of cookies over there.
Yeah, let's show you. And you could tell he does a plenty of testing with his saws there. Don't forget to check out the other video that we're going to be shooting, running some other unique saws that I have never run. So thanks for joining along on this STIHL video. We did the 261, 400C, 462, and a couple 500Is that were ported. Thank you for watching the Okie Woodsman channel. Make sure you check out Aaron Lynch's content on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube once again. So we'll put his username down below. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next one.